Right, theory, we're live. We'll see. As always, I don't really know what I'm doing, so streaming is always a fun challenge. But the plan, this is strange to have music on. The plan is, I've got a few random bits and bobs I want to do, and I thought, well, maybe I'll just stream. Maybe we'll just put it on the internet. So we're here, and we're streaming, and I'm going to just share the stream because nobody knows we're here. Hang on. Here we go, put it in Discord. Bit of a test, basically, to see. Oh, that's no good. Oh wow, lots of loud noises happening there. Hang on. It's going to take a while. I'm trying a few new things out, testing a few things out. So let's just pop this on the Discord. Anybody who wants to join. Now, the first job, once I've got myself sorted, is basically to get everything set up and then decide what we're going to do. I've got a few things I want to do. Give me a second to get sorted and then I will engage. Right, we're here, we're in. The internet is on, sound is on. Now, I've put some music on, I'm using different headphones, so it's messing with me, I might have to do that, but let me know if you can hear me. Basically, the plan is, because I put a video out on Saturday, I did the Tobii one. Tobii Eye Tracker, very nice. Lots of money off from Tobii now if you want to go and do that. I thought I didn't have time to put. Basically, I like to put a video out every Tuesday, but I just didn't have time to do that this time. So my plan is, I've got some things to do anyway, but I thought I'd just do them on the internet, try it out, because I'm not very good at streaming. I don't like streaming, but sometimes you push yourself to try and get better at something. So I'm going to basically try attempt to get better at this, and so I'm going to force myself to practice. So here we are. But today, well, first of all, I think we need a better thumbnail for this stream because this is total rubbish. So I want to add basically what the plan is to do, because we've got a few items that would be good to do. If anybody can confirm the volume, whether I'm loud enough versus the music, whether you can't even hear the music, anything like that, that would be helpful. But any sort of confirmation that you can hear me, because I have been known to go on and actually there is no noise. There's no thing. So first of all, the plan is good. Oh, thank you very much, Brewski. That's amazing. That's pretty good to hear. So the plan is, we've got a few items. First item I think is going to be to do a member giveaway. So we'll put that on because I need to get that done. Make that a little bit smaller. This is how this is a online. Oh no, I can't have that lowercase. Online thing from Adobe that I use to do all the graphics and thumbnails, because I'm not clever enough to use Photoshop. I basically just, oh, thank you, Paladin, that's good to hear. I'm not good enough to use Photoshop, so I just use their one that's very much simplified online, whatever it's called, Adobe Express. So that's how I do my thumbnail. So we're going to just do a better thumbnail with actually what's going on, and I'll explain to you what we're going to do. So a member, oh no, so simple that I can't even use it, giveaway, which I'll explain what we're doing there. And that is not any sort of, I'm not trying to entice people to become members, but I'll explain that I need to do that. Why on earth is that gone like that? Well, this is a good start. Oh well, we'll come back to that. Number 2 is going to be I need to, basically for Christmas, I've got 2 9-year-olds, nearly 10 girls, and I've got to the point where they kind of need their own computer, and I mean, it's annoying because I don't know really why 10-year-olds, the amount of work they get that basically requires them for homework, they get to go on the internet. They have to go on, and they have to have the internet. Basically, they have to have a computer, and so they've got tablet Kindle things, the kids Kindle things from Amazon. But yeah, morning, Roberto. Yes, come in, everybody. Come in and say hello. Come and say good morning to each other. So yeah, hanging out, chilling out, and I'm just updating the thumbnail basically here and explain what we're doing. So, yes, member giveaway first. Second, I need to basically build my girls a computer, and I've not completely done all that, but I've got most of it there. But the major thing, the major issue, I'm basically reusing. I'll show you here. Everything doesn't fall over. I'm repurposing the old minimum spec system. So this used to be, we will talk about Star Citizen, don't worry. This used to be the old minimum spec system. It used to have an i5 8400 in it. It then got upgraded to the i7 8700. But because now I've also got a i5 10400, which basically performs the same as this, I'm going to reuse this for their computer, but I've also had to make it morning. Yes, 07. Welcome, JS. You could be in luck here. Member giveaway. I stopped doing this. I'm making it Star Citizen ready because I figure, what's the point of having children if you can't put them to use in a spaceship? So the plan is to give them a computer that can play the game. And so what I've got, I'll tell you what I've got now. It has, you can probably see most of the parts. It's got an i1660 Ti, which is slightly above what I'd recommend as the minimum, but it does actually quite a bit better than the 1660. And it's got a nice you can see it in there, can you see the RAM? Got 32 gigs of RAM running a blazing fast 2666 megahertz. So yeah, but major problem. I did a BIOS update on this because it wasn't basically the power. It was really power limited. But I did a random BIOS update that popped up on Windows Update. There you go. Good shout out for Windows Update. And it's now boosting, as it should do, the i7-8700. And the the stock Intel cooler is not working. So it's like going up to like 96 degrees. So this is effectively, this is not exactly the same one, but this is an old Intel stock cooler. If I hide my face, and you see the thickness. I've basically gone on Amazon and I've got myself a bit of an upgrade, which in theory says that it cools up to 115 watts, but we'll see. So I'm going to pop that in. We can do that probably this morning. So let's do that. We'll do cooler upgrade as number 2. Brewski, what are you saying? All 3 of mine. Oh, I've got the chat all in the wrong way. Hang on, let me just resize this. All 3 of mine have to have a computer. Gave my oldest my old build from 2010-ish. Middle kid has a laptop. The youngest uses my personal PC whilst I'm at work. Yeah, just to play Roblox. Yeah, it is. I mean, obviously, when I was at school, nobody had computers. Well, that's ridiculous. I'm not that old. It wasn't expected that you would have a computer at home to do your work on, but I guess now everything is over Google Classroom, which is some sort of Google thing, and yeah, they need a computer. So I thought, yeah, if I'm going to build them one, I'm at least going to build them one that can play Star Citizen, and when we get to that, I'll tell you how much it's cost so far, because what we thought, I chatted to my wife, we were like, this is a great idea. This is perfect timing. They just turned 10, about to turn 10. It's going to be Christmas. They can have their first computer. And we thought, oh, it won't cost that much, but it's cost more than I anticipated. But yeah. Okay, so that's number 3. And then number 3, this is a personal one for me. Where's it gone? Oh, dear. 3, I need to do a spending audit of my Star Citizen account, because I'm concerned that I am getting slightly out of control. I feel like I'm getting worse. You know how most people spend money, the way most people did it is they spend their money and then they calm down. I seem to be going in the wrong direction. I started off not spending much money, and it's just I feel like it's getting out of control. So we're going to do a, what should we call this? We'll call it an SC spending audit. Shall we call it that? We'll do that. Now, how are we going to make this look slightly more respectful? Because that is currently an absolute disgrace. Shape. This probably isn't particularly interesting for anybody, but let's make it a bit more. There we go. Oh no, we'll bring that the shape. Okay. I mean, this is still not a good thumbnail, but at least it will do slightly more the job. Oh, cutting off the MSR. There we go. Yeah, your 13-year-old got, oh, very nice for a 13-year-old. 5800 XGD and 37, your old one. Yeah, that was an expensive trickle-down upgrade. Yes, yeah, that is pricey. That's a pricey way, but they'll be set for a good while. That's a very good PC for playing this game with. And you love Star Citizen. Oh, amazing. Yeah, my girls, they do like it. Do you know what? My first video actually was with one of them when she was 6 or 7. She's very funny. They both like the game, but what they tend to like to do is they like to just go out into space and just EVA around the ships. Yes, Tombstone, morning. You could welcome. Yeah, so my girls basically, they like to just faff around. So they don't like to do any missions, and they don't like to do I mean, they quite like missions, but they just very happy, literally, just to faff around in space, going round and around the ship and messing around. So they're not to the point yet where I think I'll be taking them on a bunker mission. I'm not sure whether 9-year-olds are quite ready for FPS shooting. I don't know. I'm like on a moral, like what's the right thing to do here? It's quite complicated as the kids get older. Like, what can you let them do? What's appropriate and all that sort of stuff. So, yeah. Right. Let's download this, and then we will. How you doing, Tombstone? You're not working now? What are you guys doing? Because obviously this is if you're in Europe, this is like work. We're in work. We're at this working time. So please just hang out and don't get yourself in trouble if you're. There's not going to be anything. I don't think. I mean, this is probably not what you're supposed to say about a stream, but I don't think there's going to be anything here that is going to blow your mind. It's worth getting sacked from your job from. So yeah, but welcome. But yeah, Tombstone and JS, the member giveaway. We're going to do it. I've got a way of doing it. It's very low tech, but we will give it a go. Right. Ah, nice. Even the States. What time is it for you? Goodness. 2 hours. Cooking dinner. Oh, okay, nice. 2 hours until you're off. 4 a.m. Oh man. Is that a normal time to be awake? Yeah, Australia for you, JS. Nice. Yeah, South Africa. Oh, lovely. Yeah, I guess because this is. I just decided, rather than doing all this on my own, I thought I would just put it on the internet and see who's around. But so yeah, it's a good time for different people. Fun. Yes, Fulton Bob. On the way to bed soon. Yeah, so nice to say. Hey, night shift at work. Ah, okay, nice. Fun. Yeah, I mean that is the fun thing about Star Citizen is obviously it's just a global thing. So you get people from everybody's in completely different time zones. Nice. Right, let's just update this this thumbnail if that's a thing I can do easily. Hang on. How do I do that? Edit. Yes. Change. Okay. Right. So we know what we're doing. Let's get on to. Let's move on to number 1, item 1. Hang on a second. Morning. Night shift to work. Morning, Pigeon. Morning, Trooper. Welcome in. So, just to explain, if anybody's just coming in, I have already done a video for this week, and my brain said that will be enough. the video came out on a Saturday, which is kind of messed with my normal, very rigid. I always put a video out on a Tuesday, but I didn't have enough time to do another video for this week, so I'm doing this instead. This is not going to be as good as a video, I don't think. But I'm going to hang out. I've got a few different things to do, and yeah. You don't need a giveaway. Just want to say hi. Oh, nice. Thank you very much. Thank you for saying hi. Yeah. So this. Let's go on to the giveaway. So that's item 1. Then we've got a cooler upgrade for a PC that I'm building for my girls, my twin 10-year-olds, for Christmas. Don't tell them. And then also I need to go. I'll show you a quick spoiler if we can. Here we go. My Star Citizen spending, I feel like, is getting. It is an early morning show. Welcome, Shay. We're doing something completely different this week. My Star Citizen spending, I think, is getting out of control. I feel like it's getting. I mean, I feel like I need to do this. Basically, I need to go through everything I've spent over the years and work out what. I feel like I'm spending more money as time is going on. So that's also part of that. But first of all, let's do the member giveaway, because the members, I've got a couple of members here, so this is a good chance. I am so grateful for the people, members. Now, before I start this, I need to explain. This isn't some sort of like, oh, yes, members are great. Everybody should become a member because I'll give you ships. Because as these members will tell you, I don't really offer anything back for the members. As in, they are amazing and out the kindness of their own hearts are choosing to support the channel, support all the different things we're doing, buying all the PC parts, and more than anything, actually, it just encourages me, to be honest. But I don't do private, I don't do member videos. I don't have special streams for them. I would probably be classed as like a bad, I guess, content creator from that point of view. As in, I don't know. I'm not very good. And so, CIG recently have started giving me a couple of ships to give away, which is cool. And so what I thought was, well, I've given a couple away just out to everybody, but I wanted to do one for the members because some of these guys have been backing for such a long time, and it's just incredible to me that they're so kind and generous. So we're going to give one just to the members. So this isn't like everybody should become a member sort of thing because you're going to get ships, because this is the first time in however many, I guess a couple of years since I started doing memberships that I've done anything. So I mean, hopefully I'll do more maybe, but I'm not going to I can't promise you that if you become a member you'll win ships. So anyway, I'm just going to cough. Do I have a mute button? Here we go. This is yeah, okay, right, back. So, member giveaway. How are we going to do this? Right, we've currently got 9 members. I did consider doing this in a way where basically I was gonna get really complex into it. I was gonna try and like times the amount of time that everybody has been a member, and then I was gonna basically come up with some crazy probability thing, and then I thought that's just ridiculous. So what we're going to do is not that, and we're going to just use a dice, a die even. Anyway, let me give back to you guys. What are you saying? It's scary to Bishop. Yeah, scary. That's the problem. I'm now scared of how much I've spent. It's not. As you'll see, up until I think a couple of years ago, I was like, that's pretty good. That's okay. I think I'm slightly, it's slightly worried. TubeChat, you offered a free membership by YouTube. Never used it. Oh, fun. I don't know how. Didn't even know that YouTube did that. You're doing interesting tests. The rest of us wish we had the time to. Well, thank you. Yeah. Fortunately, I do have the time to do it, and it's actually getting to the point where it's the channel is sort of covering some of the parts. I think the time isn't that big a deal because you can obviously make time, but the cost of the components is bad. I mean, that's if we have time. The 4th job will be to go through and price up some of the old, well, not old, but some of the parts that I don't need anymore. So this is a 7950X3D, which is worth a lot of money, but is now not worth anywhere near as much money as it was when I bought it. So yeah, I've made some errors. My laziness will have lost me quite a lot of money, but yeah. JS signed up a while ago, shows the support them into SE hardware, and at a time where it was even harder to pick the right components for them. Been great fun. Well, thank you very much, and thank you so much for following and being a member. It genuinely, more than obviously the money isn't like crazy from all the members, but it just genuinely, as I always say, it really actually it encourages me a lot that anybody would want to even give any money. So thank you very much. You're over 5k USD, so you understand the spending problem. Yeah, I'm not quite there yet. So Wayne, you did the spending years ago, so now you limit yourself to melting. I think, so that's what I'm worried that I'm doing it the wrong way around, and that I backed for so long and didn't spend any money, but I seem to now it's going up. I'm from Lisbon, nice. Thanks for your videos. So I did some upgrade on my PC and equipped my PC materials on the video. Oh, nice. Oh, well. Enjoy. I hope you're enjoying the upgrade. That's fun. What did you upgrade to? That's cool. Right, let's get this. Let's find out the member now. I don't think I want to really reveal all the members' names because I guess people might want to be private. So let me just try and do this on another tab, and then we'll do this. I'll move the. Let's put the dice on this one. All right. Okay, custom dice roller. So we've got 9 members. So the way this will work is that this isn't the giveaway. Just so you know, this is an example. I will just click, and it will give me a number out of 9, and I on my other tab, because I don't really want to. I don't think I want to show everybody's names, because not that you can do much from a YouTube name, or maybe I'm being silly. Let me see. Let me find everybody. Right, they're in a random order. Okay, so we got. Let me just double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right, I've got 9 members. Oh, I haven't actually told you what they're going to win. They all. The members were able to vote for. The members were able to vote for which they've not voted, so some of them have abstained. But I'm not giving away. This isn't an open giveaway. This is a job that I need to do. This is just the channel members. So they voted. They had a choice between the Spirit C1 and the Silen, or Sulian, and they've chosen the Sulian. No, they've chosen the C1. They've changed. They've all changed around. I'm sure this was the other way around the other day. Okay, so the good news is for everybody else, I will at some stage in the next few weeks. Oh wow, cake! That's very kind. I've got no idea what currency that is, but it's amazing. I don't need to pay. There's not enough people here to pay for questions, but that's very kind. Thank you very much. Could you give me some thoughts and suggestions on future upgrades for your rig? I mean, you're pretty set, really. It's a good rig. I suppose the big question. Oh, thank you. Norwegian crowns. That's a cool name for currency, isn't it? What resolution are you playing at? That's probably the big question, because that's pretty set. That's pretty good. I don't know if Tombstone is still here, but he might suggest that you might maybe, depending on your RAM, overclock the RAM, because you probably get a bit more 4040p, never planning on going above in the near future. Yeah, I think the only thing that maybe, I assume, did you buy the depending on the RAM, a lot of kits would be overclockable to 6000 megahertz. So I would possibly look into that. I mean, overclocking is a fairly intense. Overclocking RAM isn't an easy thing. It's not something you can just do really, really quick. But I would suggest that's the major thing. You could eke out quite a bit more of performance. You've heard there's some stability issues when going over 5,200. I think 6,030 is the sweet spot. Yeah, so I've actually only got 6,036, CL36. Oh, Pigeon, thank you very much for being here. Yeah, I think 6,000 megahertz is currently the sweet spot. You can sometimes push some of the AM5 CPUs a bit above that, but that's probably the sweet spot. If you don't want to just... Yes, well, welcome for joining. You caught a live stream, nice. Yes, okay, that's a good point. Shade's got it. The stability problems if you try and use 4 sticks memory for the... Yeah, okay. I think there were definitely, especially early on, some more stability issues with the RAM, but it is now... 6,000 should be doable, and it may well be doable with the current sticks you've got. So you don't necessarily need to go out and buy more to actually get that speed, but it will depend on what you've got. There's a load of information out there on the internet, but I personally don't massively get into too much overclocking stuff on the channel, because I just think for most people it just isn't. Most people just are not gonna go that deep. Most people just want to put it in their PC and play. I think yeah. You see, you're planning on going to 216s. So have you got 16 gigs at the moment? Is that what it is? Oh no, you got 32. Yeah. So yeah, if you just want the easiest way to do it, sell the current kit you've got and buy a kit that's 2 16s, CLs 36. That will give you a few more frames. It will. Yeah, but I think other than that, for 1440p, that's a great rig. I don't think there's really anything else you'd change. Thank you for these words. I'm on a Ryzen 3600. I'm going to stay like this for a few more years. At least the 32 gigs RAM is oh my screen is making this hard to read. Yeah, if you got 32 gigs, that will help. If I don't know how much. Let's have a look. How much does a 5800 X3D cost? That's the only thing How much do they cost these days? Because they can't be that expensive now. Let's see what Amazon is saying. Is that a good deal? How much? I don't know. That sounds like a lot. It must be cheaper than that. Oh, thank you, Cake. Yeah, that's the plan. Hopefully, helping people out with, yeah, with some PC stuff. I only really did it because when the question I first wanted to answer, and I think like the third video that I had made was, does 16 versus 32 gigabytes of RAM make any difference? And there wasn't really anything out on the internet at that point that really definitively answered it. So I thought, I'll try and make a video about it. And that video is still up there, and it's still, I haven't replaced it because it kind of still says what it does. But yeah, that was the first question. So after that video, I was like, I think then I maybe also done one about hard drives. Just, can you play this on a hard drive? Does it make any difference if you use different SSDs? But yeah, it was personally, at the start, it was like, I need this information for myself. And then I thought, well, I found it out, might as well share it. So yeah, happy to make videos about a very, very random niche, Star Citizen performance. Right, it's too much. I imagine they are. And yeah, you've got the options of the new chips coming, the 5500 X3D and the 5700 X3D, which I assume are defective versions of the 5600 X3D and the 5800 X3D. So they are probably going to be cheaper and probably be a good job. And yeah, a lot more in Norway. Yeah, unfortunately. B-Boy, thanks for helping me to the 5800 X3D's worthy bang for buck upgrade from the 5600. Yeah. Even, it's funny, even versus over 5,000 CPUs, the 5800 X3D is amazing. Nice. Fun, Orlando, nice. The 16 versus 32 gigs, what got me surprised. Yeah, I mean, it's now really old. And do you know the thing that it's so awkward looking back at the old videos because they're so bad. Like, the content I think is all right, but the camera, like, often, I'm probably doing it now, but often if you look at the old videos, like, my head is like here in the frame, so like I've just really messed up all of the camera stuff and the audio. To be honest, I think I've only actually slightly improved the audio recently because the audio hasn't been great, but it's so I kind of have to leave them up because they're still quite useful videos and still people watch them. But yeah, they're quite embarrassing to watch now. But yeah, be interested to see the analysis of when they changed to Vulkan and DLS. I'm really looking forward to Vulkan has been on the cards for now so long, and CIG have been kind of they've been wanting to get it in the game for so long, but it just it's taken a long time. I think I'm worried about Vulkan. I'll tell you why. I'm concerned that everybody in the community thinks that Vulkan is going to make a significant difference, and I'm hopeful that it will make a difference, but I don't think it's going to completely transform everybody's performance. I think if you've not got a particularly quick CPU now, I don't see that it's going to suddenly transform everything and make everything just work instantly. I think in the games where there is Vulkan and when there's also DX11, different graphics APIs where you can swap between them, often Vulkan is better in certain scenarios, but it's never really transformative. It doesn't massively change everything, but we'll have to see. But I was hopeful that we'd get it last year. I was hopeful that we'd definitely get it this year because CIG said they'd get it in this year. But I'm not convinced. We're gonna. I don't think we're getting it in 322, and because I think what they said at CitizenCon was that it was in, but it had some issues. But who knows? There's a small chance we get it in 322. But yeah, I'll definitely be testing it, and DLSS and FSR definitely when we actually get that in game. Don't you worry. That will be a big priority for me to get that tested as much as I can. So yeah. Well, yeah, it's going to be funny when CIG sort everything out and monster CPUs won't be needed. I don't know if that day will ever come, because I think as much as they will optimize, I think they are going to just keep making the game more and more complex and keep pushing the boundary, which kind of is what we want. So I think that you'll always probably need a fairly decent PC to run CPU at least. The upscaling stuff, FSR and DLSS will 100% change the situation for GPUs. It will make Star Citizen relatively straightforward to run for older GPUs, but I think the CPU is always going to be it's always going to be needed. You upgraded from JS. You upgraded from the 3900 XD to the 3900X. Yes, you mean to the 5800 XD when you first posted about it. You're blown away by the performance difference. Yeah, that's really so very fun. Yeah, it's that was a big upgrade for me. The 5800 XD is just great. 700. Yeah, okay. I'm waffling. Change of attack. I can't read all the messages. I'm too old. I remember when I was playing games like Unreal Tournament and other games in the early 2000s, every time I switched to Vulkan I had a massive piece. Oh, interesting. Although that wouldn't have been the same. Oh, I don't know. I'm not sure. The scale of the game as they start expanding, I think is going to be able to keep it in the middle to upper end on PC hardware for a while. I think so. I mean, obviously, if you saw the Squadron 42 stuff, from a graphical point of view, they're going to push everything pretty hard. But it's just the scale of stuff. It's just even the huge ships that we're on, and even if server meshing, well, we're really getting off topic here. Even if server meshing, they're able to really get server meshing working really well to the point where it just works on even smaller areas. So the idea with server meshing is that initially, I think they're going to try and have one server for Stanton connected to Pyro, so two servers connected together. Then the plan from there would be to see if they can have, say, Microtech have its own server and the surrounding moons, and then the other planets in Stanton would have their own. They'd all have their own servers that are working on or making everything run, and then in theory, the plan then, if they keep pushing it, is to maybe then have Microtech itself have its own server, or maybe even New Babbage have its own server, and even to the point that maybe one day we'll get to the stage where we have, say, a constellation maybe could have its own server, depending on how well they can scale these things. So yeah, it's if they can get to that point, who knows what's going to happen, but we're quite a long way from that. Yeah, the Troopy, you're absolutely right. The install size is getting out of hand already. I think we're up to, let's have a look, find out. What are we saying now? What's the install size of Star Citizen right now? In the RSI folder, we've got 103 gig. Yeah. So that's gone up quite quickly, actually. So we were, I feel like we were at around 80 not that long ago. But yeah, it's crazy. It's the 100 system. It's interesting though, actually. What's interesting with that is that Pyro, for the preview channel thing, it didn't really increase the size anyway. So whether Pyro, the asset stuff has just been in the game already, or whether they've not really needed, maybe that's not quite how it works. So I don't know if the planets themselves take up masses of space on the in the game install. I don't know. Yeah. Right. Let's get to this member giveaway, because this is what we're meant to be doing. Otherwise, we're never going to get through. I've only got a few things to do, and we're not going to do them. So, I've got the members up here. You can't see them because I don't think. You're going to have to just trust me that I'm not lying. I don't have any reason to fix this. I don't. We've got 2 tiers of membership. Supporters, which I think is $2.99, and then we've got super supporters, which is I think $8.99. They're all getting the same chance here. There is a good case that if I was to do this properly, and maybe the next time I do this, maybe the super supporters should potentially have maybe they should have 2 tickets, so to speak. But I've got them up here. They're in a random order. They're in the order from. No, let's do it. They're just in a random order. I'm going to roll the number, and then whichever person it is, they will win, and they will win a C1. Is that right? Yeah, we've got everything in order. So here we go, members. I don't know. I think JS, you might be the only member here, so we could fix it for you, but we won't. So just for members, as I said at the start, if you missed it, this is not some sort of plug to become a member. As I said before, members, I have mistreated the members in some way in that I haven't really offered them any content back. So this is a way to say thank you to the current members. It is not like a this is not some sort of like, oh, I need more members, please be a member. It isn't that. This is just a way to say thank you to the guys who are doing it, and I really appreciate them. So here we go. We're rolling. Let me just say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Here we go. Rolling. Did that work? That didn't roll, did it? Did it roll? Oh, it did roll. I think it did roll. I think it was 8. Are we saying it's 8? I think it was 8. I think it was 8. Let me see who has 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 is Bucky, who is not here, but I will contact him. I'm sorry, JS. You did not win this time. I'll put it up on the thing, and then that was it. That what an anticlimax! The number didn't even change, but it did roll. I think it did roll. So we'll give it to him. I'll contact him, and we will move on to secondary thing. I'm getting warm. It's hot. The light is hot. Right. So there we go. That's number 1. We'll use this as our reminder of what we're doing. How do we do this? No. How do I put a line through? Oh no. How do I do this? Change the colour. Change the colour. We'll grey it out slightly. Right, that's not made any difference. That's terrible. Let's make it red. Right, done. Cooler upgrade, right. Here we go. Oh, you've missed. You could have. Oh, no. Oh, oh, I'm sorry. You could have been in it. I didn't mean. Oh, well, that is very kind. Very kind. That again, the point of this is not some sort of like please be a member thing, but thank you very much for joining. That's very kind. And you never know, at some stage again we may do another member giveaway. Hopefully we will. CIG basically they said we're going to give you some ships, you can give them away in any way you want to. So the first few I gave away on one on stream, one on a video, and one on a Discord. So I'm just testing different ways out to do it. And so I think if they keep giving me multiple ships at a time, then maybe we'll try and do more member ones. So that's very kind of you. Thank you very much. It genuinely, I mean, it does sound ridiculous, but it genuinely does mean a lot that anybody would ever want to support with money. So that's very kind. You haven't got much, but yeah. Oh, yeah, that makes it even better. Thank you. I said on a 600, but love the quality content. Oh, thank you. So I'll stay. Yeah, thank you very much. I already won when I picked up the 5800 extra the upgrade exclusive due to the channel. Well, I've agreed. Well, that's very kind. That's good. And yeah, you could use the giveaway ship to record some FPS testing. Oh, interesting. Yeah. Right. Let's move on to number 2. Let's do this. I don't know how we're going to do this in a way that you can see. I might have to move the camera. So, item number 2. This could be disastrous, and I'm probably blowing your ears out now. Right. How does it go? Okay, right. We've got to take this out, clean it up, and then replace it. That's the plan. Not item number 2. I'm not giving away another ship. No. Not another ship. This is item number 2 on the stream. Second thing we're doing on the stream. It's not another giveaway. Although, maybe, for some reason, yeah, well, chill stream for me in that I'm just doing a few random jobs and you guys are joining. So that's very kind of you. We could give. I've got another for something. You know the whole C1, the C1. The C1. What's it called? What's it called? The C1 paint. For some reason, CIG have given me a second one. I've got 2 Allegiant paints. So maybe, so what? I guess I don't know why. So what we'll do, I'll give away one of them. We'll do that in a bit. We'll do that at the end. We'll give away one of these because I don't know why I've got 2, and I guess I don't need 2. So I can gift it, right? Yeah, I can gift it. So we'll do that in a bit. But let's. Right, I should probably need to make it bigger, don't I? Hang on. Okay. Upgrading CPU grades can get his foot in the door now to convince a young one to start. That is exactly what this is. This is for my children. This is my this is a birthday present. The old PC, and we're gonna. In theory, the plan is to take out this cooler, this one, it's a very old one, and replace it with a beefier one. And hopefully not break everything. This in theory is a lot thicker, and in theory cools a lot more things. So we're not putting anything fancy in. This is like a, I think it costs £18. It's like some sort of cheap. I just wanted something small because it's a tiny case, and so it is not a. Yes, Bishop. Well, maybe you'll win the paint. Yeah. So in here, we're not changing the actual CPU. This is going to be a. This is now. In here is a i7-8700 that is not cool in any way. It's getting really hot because I'll come down. This is ridiculous. I did a BIOS update. No, I can't make that work. I just kneel on the floor. I did a BIOS update and it unlocked some of the power, so it basically can boost a lot higher. So it's like this is like an office PC that I've mangled into a sort of low-end minimum spec gaming PC. So yeah, it's not designed for gaming, and the power supply is very much on the edge. How much is it? Can't see. I can't remember. It might be 300 watts, but it is just about enough to not explode. So, right, let me get a screwdriver and then we'll do this. What's gone? Right, let's do this in a way that you can see. I mean, I'm sure you've all... Well, that's it, yeah. Getting some nice... It did cross my mind to potentially get some sort of water cooling, but then I quickly decided that was an absolutely disgraceful idea and was not needed. Can you see some of this? Yeah. I probably should unplug the pins. There we go. So, is that not catching? No, that's... Oh, interesting. What sort of screwdriver thing is that? Some sort of star thing. One of these star thingy bobs. I have to say, I mean, you don't know this about me. Yeah, I've got some wipes for the thing. I have to say that despite being very capable at this sort of thing, building PCs, I'm not particularly a practical person if it's not a PC. So my knowledge of tools is pretty poor, and these aren't fitting. And what is this called? What's that shape? How can I get it to focus on that? Not gonna be able to. It's too close. It's like it's a star shape. What's that called? Starhead is a Torx. There we go. Thank you. You guys know what you're talking about. Strange. I don't. There we go. It's the one. Yeah. I mean, I did change this not that long ago because I put in the i7 over the i5. But so it shouldn't be that crusty, but it's been a while. The actual fan is actually disgusting, though. I can see already. The airflow in this case is pretty much non-existent. There's an exhaust fan, but nothing at the front. Right. I don't even know how these Intel how this is attached to the motherboard. At least, right? There we go. In there. Right, nearly there. I guess this is probably not the most thrilling thing you could be watching. You've got a close-up of my face as well, which is not ideal. Ah, there we go. Okay. Looks a bit light. So there we go. That's the that's that side. And as you see, hopefully a significant upgrade in terms of the size of the cooler. I mean, you can't really see from that side, can you? But it's quite a bit thicker. Yeah. An i7. Nice. So I won't bother cleaning that side. Well, no, I'm lazy on the cleaning. I just buy these Noctua wipe things, which tend to do the job. I do have to change quite a lot because of testing. I don't have lots of different motherboards, but when I'm testing multiple, so say like on the AM4, I'm testing like a 3600 and a 5600 and a 5800, actually swapping everything around. I've just found it's easiest to use the wipes for myself. Not going to worry too much about getting it exactly too clean, but yes, don't worry, Wayne. We're cleaning it. We're doing it right now. We're not going to just chuck it on. I think this new cooler does actually have it's got its own thing on it, so I'm going to just leave that on. I'm not going to bother. I don't think I need to bother putting proper paste on. I think we'll just use what comes with it stock. I'll do. Okay, so you guys are Linux users, but you're only using Windows for Star Citizen. Yes, having a bottle of is not probably as ideal as having the wipes. They do the job. I think they're a bit easier. I've got a bottle as well somewhere, but I just found this is much more convenient. Okay, so quite a lot of Linux. So it's a lot of people, not a lot of people, but some people have asked in the past, "Oh, can you test SC on Linux?" Because it does. Obviously, you can get it working. But I've never got around to it. I've never used it. But it is on my long list of things to do some Linux. But so is anybody actually using Linux to play the game? Huh? Ah, yes, Ben. Yep, toothpaste is also a handy option. Now, this is a good old Intel one where, in theory, it should just click in. It's not an Intel cooler, but it's using the same design. These things here. So I'm hoping this is going to be as straightforward as just jam it in, and it will be on. You can see I've got a nice. In theory, this is better at cooling because it's got a copper heat something or that. Yeah, the clips are annoying. My very limited knowledge suggests that that's because it's because I guess it conducts heat better. I'm assuming that's what it is. Well, it must be what it is. Right, let's try this. Yeah, the worst thing about buying all these computer parts and everything is 100% the boxes that you just get left with. And then I keep saying, I need to keep the boxes because I've got to sell some of this stuff. It's terrible. It's terrible. Right, let's try and do this. I don't know if I'm going to do this with you being able to see it. I might have to just put it flat down. Hang on. Oh, oh, there's a back plate on it. Oh no. Huh. Oh, am I going to do this? Oh, hi, Julian. Yes. This is, well, I thought it was going to be a quick job. We're just chilling out, hanging out, doing a few different things. But right now, I'm in theory putting a cooler on for a computer that I'm building for my 2 girls for Christmas. But I have misinterpreted the situation here, and I'm gonna have to take the back of this off because it's got a back plate, I think. Yeah, so actually don't completely know how to get this case off because again it's just an office PC that I just mangled into a gaming PC. Hey Sergio, Bishop, good question. The name, can it exactly? That's the Julian. Of course, it can run SC. That is why I'm building. It is designed exactly to run SC, so it can. I'll run through the specs in a minute. Bishop, the name is completely random. I had to just come up with a name many years ago, not for YouTube. Thank you, JS. Yeah, you get lunch now. I'll get the back plate off. It's going to take some time. Yeah, so. The name is just random. I just had to come up with a random name, and I regret the name. I also regret the fact that I chose to use the name for a YouTube channel, and I think it's too late now. It just makes no sense. It doesn't. There's nothing to it. It is a complete random name, and so often people like you will ask, and I'll just have to say, I've got nothing. It's complete garbage. I could change it now, but I think it's too. Maybe that is what. Maybe it works because it is so random that you're like, what on earth is that? But well, the number, yeah, 42 was complete by fluke. This is like ages ago. I think it's like maybe 20 years ago that I randomly chose the name. No, not that long. That's too long. But it was a long time ago, and it just happened to be working out for Squadron 42. And obviously, yeah, exactly. 42 is the one. But it is complete randomness. Complete randomness. There was no thoughts whatsoever. Exactly. I could open a store and just sell things for £10.42. Yeah. 10. Yeah. I sometimes shorten it to 10-42. I think originally, when it was first, it was literally £10.42. But that was obviously silly because that's getting even, as in this was when I first got it. But £10.42, it's nothing to do with like money. It's nothing to do with like weight. It's not my weight as a baby, whatever even that would mean. I think, yeah, people, it's too late, I think, now to change. I think if suddenly I changed the name now, it would be confusing, because I think there's now enough people that know that it is a Star Citizen performance channel. So yeah, it works. Oh, thank you, Phaedrus. That's nice. Right, let me see if I can get this off, because this may turn into a job that I can't do right now, because I don't have a clue how they've attached this side of the case. Doesn't look like it's attached anywhere, so why can't I get it off? Could scupper my plans. Who did this? It's wrapped around. I don't know if you can see this, but it's basically wrapped around the whole of the case. It's one big giant thing. Does it even come off? Is it even doable? It must be. Okay, right. Here we go. We take the front off. But that hasn't revealed. Oh no, it has revealed. Has it? No. Oh no. I think the whole thing is attached. Oh man. Well, it turns out the girls might have to just have a very, very hot running i7. Oh. a blow. I suppose in theory I could put a I could in theory put another cooler that fits the mount on. I don't have one. You're also running an old office PC, thinking about getting a 1650 as it's limited to 6. Yeah, okay, so you probably can push it more depending on what you've got in there CPU wise. So it depends obviously if your power supply has got a connector. So this one does have an 8-pin connector. There you go. So this I think is a 300 watt power supply, and I normally have had a 1660 in there, so I think you probably go a bit higher than the 1650. This is actually a 1660 Ti, which is a bit faster. So oh, JS, enjoy. Oh, nice. Yeah, I could shorten it, I guess, to TPF. Yes, I did see actually the replication layer testing is on its way, which is good. I think that's going to be very exciting. I'm not Evocati, so I don't get any access to anything like that. But the thing is, I think maybe I should have a word. Maybe I should try and convince CIG to let me in, because I don't spend a lot of time testing the things that they want to have tested, but I do a lot of time testing performance, and I think my hours in game should allow me to get some early access, but they want actual good feedback, which I don't often have time to do. So I use issue council not particularly frequently, so I probably don't justify being an Evocati, but yeah. Anyway, what was I saying? I think you'll get Louis. I think you get a 1660 at least, which is significantly better, and that's what I recommend for the minimum of the game. A 1660, if you've got the power connectors and everything, will hit around 30 FPS in most parts of the game. Not everywhere, but a lot of the game it will. So I think it's significantly better than the 1650. But in theory, I think the power is about the same as a 1660 Ti anyway. So maybe just, if you're going to stretch to that, get one of these. Right, let me have a last quick look. Let me put this back on. I might have to change my plan here, because I don't know if get this back on now. Come on. Goodness. There we go. Oh no, that broke something. Oh well, the case wasn't very nice anyway. Come on. That's mostly back on. Right, that's gonna have to pause. I'm gonna have to pause that one, because that's gonna require a bit more of work, I think, to actually try and get this thing off. Yeah, blood's in it. It's got something hidden. It's not. It looks like it's not. So all of these ones here are undone. I don't know if you can see this, but so these ones are all. There's nothing in any of these, so I don't exactly know where it is. I guess it was just not really designed to ever be taken to pieces, but I'll do that. It is I don't even know what it is. Let's see what it is. It used to be. It was once a HP. It was once a HP. Where's the model number? I've got no idea. I'll have to look. I'll have to have a look. I think it might all be attached. The case might be the back. this all might be part of the case. So I might actually have to completely pull it to pieces. Yeah, HP. I don't know how much I bought it for originally. It was not that expensive, and I had to do a bit of an upgrade to even get it running in the first place. But it had originally had an i3, and it could be a drill. It might be. Let me just change this back. We'll move on because that is not happening. And as the title of this stream is supposed to be a chilled stream, but in fact that has turned into a significant job. Oh, I should never have messed with the camera. Right. Roughly, I'll do. It'll do. Right, so that has been a bust. Item 2 failed. We'll give that a. We'll have to take that out as a that didn't happen. Right, let's do my spending audit then. Let's see how much money I've blown on this game. Oh dear. Right, I think for this we're going to require. I think I've got it ready. It's going to require paint. Because I think, hang on, let me get everything ready and then we'll do this. Okay, let's see if I can just change the source, add the source here. What is it, a window capture? Oh dear, that's not ideal. Right, let's not worry about that then. Let's just do a display capture. Hang on. Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go. Call of Duty 3 addict found. Is it called? I don't think I've got. What do you mean? Is it me? Somebody else? Oh no, yeah, the mission found. Nice. You told your wife you wanted pedals for Essie. I did not like the look she gave me. Nice. Right, the way we do this is I bring up this and put it here. Okay, right, we're going to work this out. So, as I said before, I'm a bit concerned that my spending is slightly out of control. So, what I want to do is go through year by year what I've spent and work out the trajectory and what I'm doing, because I feel like I need this reality check. I need a reality check of like I've got out of control, because I feel like it's got out of control. So we're going to start this off. I backed in 2013, 30th of April, American dates there, 30th of April 2013, and I bought myself an Aurora LX back in the day. So let's get this in. So we'll go to 2013 and we'll add everything up. Let's do this a bit smaller. 2013. So let's get the calculator, classic calculator up. And I don't want all this. Where's the easy? Where's the small version? There we go. Got hair on the bottom. Apologies, everybody. Okay. So total here, you can see this is already. So the total is already going to be $446. Now, I think a little bit more than a year ago, that was a lot less. I feel like I say, I feel like I'm going in the wrong direction. So let's start off. 2013, we've got ourselves. The problem is they changed from dollars to pounds. I think they stopped selling everything in dollars at one point. Anyway, we'll have to make that work. We'll somehow make that work. So in 2013, I can't open all these up because they start with my address on, which I probably don't want to do. We've got $45. I then, if I remember correctly, upgraded it to an LN for the more firepower. This is the point where there was limited ships in the game, and the Aurora LN actually was quite a good ship for a while, and in Arena Commander was very good. So 2013, that's it. This is all just me moving things around, but that basically is it. So in 2013, I've spent myself $50. So we'll put that in. Okay, but then 2014, nothing. I was restrained. I was a restrained backer. I didn't feel like the need to buy any more ships. There was nothing probably to do. You couldn't do anything with the ships. I don't even know when we got a hangar module. There was nothing to do. It was there was nothing there. So 2014, nothing. 2015, what have I done here? So that's, don't want to open that. What was that? I'll open it off and then I'll bring it back down. That was, oh, I got some credits. Why did I spend, well, this is the stupidest thing you've ever heard. I've spent $5. Oh, wasn't it showing us $5? I don't know. I've somehow got myself some UEC, which is the most useless thing you possibly could buy. So that was a waste. Okay, moving on. Come on. So, 2015. Then we've got I bought myself some Badger repeaters for some stupid reason. Again, I've spent money in the store to buy things that then eventually got, they came back because they were like, this is silly. And so nothing in 2015 or 2016. Okay, that's good. Although this, again, considering I've spent $450, the fact that I've spent $50 in the first 4 years, again, is a bad sign. Okay. Okay, right, so we're getting there. Right, let's move. Did I buy anything in 2017? I did. Okay. This, I got a Nox. I don't know why. I don't know why I decided to buy a bike. I actually got for my birthday, I think that year, I got myself a gift voucher for the game, which is a kind present, I'd say. It was a good present, but then it wasn't quite enough to actually get me anything, so I ended up spending a bit more money. So let's just have a look. Let me have a look again over here what this is. So yeah, a Nox, and then in the same year I then, this is where things started to really go wrong. I started to subscribe to get access to things. So, oh dear, that's my date. Oh dear. There we go. I've given you all my information. Don't steal my money. I decided to, so this is not, so let's do 2017. So we've got 14, then we're back in pounds. So 14, 40, and £9.60. £24, okay. Okay, still not much, but because I don't have any access, I'm not Evocati and anything like that, and because I now because I test, I need access, so I've often ended up paying for access. Basically, I've paid the subscriber money to get into the latest build, but I'm hopeful now that CRG are giving me ships. I think that means I can just get in, but we'll see. So 2017, £24. So still, we've not spent a whole heap of money. Let's carry on. 18. Right, 2018. We've spent £4.80 here. I think that's to convert the Nox to a Titan, which was probably quite a good idea. Another load of subscribing here, but actually not too much. In that year, we've only spent the same, isn't it? Is that? No, it's not exactly the same. I could do the maths myself, but I'm too lazy, so I won't do that. £14.40. So, in the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years, we've spent under £100 or dollars. So, where does it all go wrong? It doesn't go wrong in 2019 because, as we can see, I didn't spend any money in 2019. Hadn't actually started the YouTube channel then, so we're £90, aren't we? So do that. 2020. So 2020, we've bought another subscription here. We've done a, what's this? Oh, hang on, let me just, I wonder if I can just copy this to another tab and then I can open it myself without faffing around. Yeah. Ooh. Where are we? 2020. Oh, pause 1 second. Let me just take this phone call from my wife. Hang on. Right, sorry, we're back. Right, where are we? We are at... That's another... For some reason, that's a cheap subscription, this one here, 2020. And then no other money. So I spent in the 20... Oh, no, these two. Oh, hang on, I missed this one. That one... for some reason, this one here, £14.40 to upgrade the Avenger Titan to the Nomad. I think this was the point where things started to go wrong. I think at this stage, I was like... quite like to try some new ships. Having not really spent much money on ships at this point, the Nomad came out, I was like, oh, that's quite cool, I'd quite like to try that one. And so I put the money down and I got myself a Nomad. But still, in 2020, we've only spent... not too much. Oh, come on. £37. So it's not that much. Okay. 2021. We've got... Okay. Couple of subscriptions, basically. Only a couple of... That was it. I was done. My Nomad was fine. Couple of subscriptions. Let me just double check they are subscriptions. Yeah. That's it. So we've got £19.20. Space here. This is not good. Hang on. Let me do some rearranging. I realise I'm not actually listening. I'm not talking to you guys. What are you saying? Yes, that is what £3 to 3.0 came out in 2017. So that probably was what that was. Your spending went up in 2021. I stopped playing 7 monthly, and then so I had more money in your budget. Yeah, okay. But I wish building my PC went to the cost of backing CRG, because that's where the game. Yeah, exactly. 2021 was a year of spending for me as well. Nomad is an nice ship. I like the Nomad. I think it's good. You have 200 transactions on SCs in 2016. Nice. You don't like the Nomad. Okay, you think it looks weird. I think it looks weird, but it's quite practical. It's quite good. You melted your OG Mustang game package and bought the Nomad. Yeah, nice. You got 3 amazing RSI towers in 2014. Nice. Oh, wow. You've redirected your WoW subscription to Yeah, I think that's fair. If you think about this over 10 years, to have spent £40 a year on this is effectively what I've done. $40 a year. That's not bad. Right, anyway, let's crack on. Let me just do some rearranging here. Hang on. Need some more space. Things are getting out of hand. Okay. 2022. Is this where yeah, okay, we can already see a few purchases in 2022. So we've got couple of one subscription, which is this one. We've then got, oh, I've missed something. At some stage in this, I've upgraded to the Cutlass Black. I don't know when that was, but I upgraded the Nomad to the Cutlass Black, which I think was probably quite a good idea. The Cutlass is a good ship. But then in 2022, I guess this time last year roughly, or i.e. Citizen Con last year, wasn't it? The Spirit came out and I was like, oh, the Spirit looks cool. And so I upgraded this one here, £10.80 here. I upgraded the Cutlass Black to the Spirit C1, and then in December I've also paid for another month of access, which I think the subscription stuff is what's probably the most depressing about all this, is that I paid a lot of money for some subscriber flair where it wasn't probably worth that much. So 2022, we spent, where are we? We've got ourselves £9.60 at £7.80 at £10.20. £30, 60p. Okay. Unfortunately, none of these have added up to 10.42, which would have been nice. Right, and then this year, this is what I think this is why I'm concerned about this. I think I'm worried to do this because I feel like this has gone up a lot. This first one, this £30 one here, that we can see, was... CRG are naughty because, you know, I don't know if you guys find this, but referral ships. I've started to get a couple of referral ships. So, considering I have a YouTube channel that I think has got... Let's have a look how many views it's got. I sometimes do this. It's got 1 million. I mean, it's not actually a lot for a YouTube channel, but 1.3 million views. Have a guess how many referrals I have for Star Citizen. Let's see. How many? Let's put it in chat. How many referrals do you think I have? Actual, not just people accounts, but accounts that people bought and then they have referrals. So basically use my Star Citizen code, referral code. 42 would be good, actually, to be fair. 69 would also be good. So basically you can give out your code, and if somebody uses that and then actually buys a ship, buys a package, they then get they get a referral ship, and I also get a referral ship if there is one going, or you just get some extra credits and it basically builds up. I'm probably gonna show you this. So I'll show you the answer. Is this gonna? Let me just do this over here just in case there's all my details on here. Again, just showing you where I live. Referral program. Bear in mind that I don't push. I didn't have for a long time. I didn't even have it in my description or anything. I never asked for anybody to refer. I sometimes will put it up if there's a free fly going on, saying if you need a referral, you can use mine. But I don't push it at all. I don't put it. It's not like hidden on my videos or like anything like that. Some of you actually have done. I think a couple of you have actually got it exactly right. It is a grand total of 12. So whoever gets 12. Ben, you guess 12. You win. So it's not a lot, considering there's a lot of video views. But then I think the problem is that for me, a lot of people have already played the game and they find the channel because they want the game to work better. So I don't tend to bring in lots of completely new players, I guess. It's not on the. It is now in the description. It is now underneath in the description. The referral code is there, but I don't. It wasn't for a long time, and I don't ever mention it, but it is there if people need it. Right, I probably again shouldn't show everybody, but this, I've got a cut through the 12 people that have done this though. I have got a few referral ships, but the problem with referral ships is they're kind of useless often, the ones they give you. So, but it makes you think, I I've got some extra. I've got a bit of extra credit. Here we go. So I've got the Gladius from this, which is cool, but I'm a long way off from the next ship. Is a Ray. It's really old, this, but the next ship is a Razor for 75. At this rate, that's going to take a long time. So yeah, you can go to sleep now, happy. You win. Yeah, it does make sense that most people have already got the game by the time they find the channel, because I don't do any like new player guides or anything like that. Or I've never had a video that has like gone and loads of people have watched it. So it is like you're searching for why does my PC not run very well, that sort of stuff. But anyway, so CIG have got me with that because they give me the referral ships, and then I'm like, well, I don't really want an MPUV, but that's quite a bit of money off another ship. So I've ended up upgrading this £30.61 is an upgrade to a CAR Pisces, the medical Pisces, which I think is a good ship. I actually really like that one. So I'm a big fan of that one. And then we've also got this £10, which I think is which one is this one? That is just another monthly pass. That's another one. I don't know why it changes price so much. That's then another load of access to try and get in the PTU. £3.80. Oh yeah, this was embarrassing. So this is I had a grand idea. It might be inflation, but it goes up and down. I had a grand idea for doing a stream giveaway where I used the in-game dice. It's not a paint, but it's worse than that. So I bought one of the subscriber flare dice that you could roll in-game, and then it wouldn't go into my inventory. So I spent £3.80 on a completely useless terrible thing. The idea was solid, but the actual implementation of it was disgraceful. And I don't know what happened here. I tried to buy something, it didn't work, or I cancelled it. I don't know. I don't even know how you do that. The £33 one was... Oh, this is embarrassing as well. So I really wanted to test out Pyro. And so I did this shameful thing. I bought the Pyro goodie, the digital CitizenCon goodies pack. Absolute disgrace. I don't know how many of you guys did that as well, but I needed to. I mean, with this sort of channel testing, how could I not test out Pyro? But yeah, it was bad. That's a lot of money to pay Pyro for a few times and then be like, oh, it is shameful. I'm sorry, Jag. I apologise. But for you, the way I say it is, I did it for you guys. I did it. Yeah, I did. I actually did say I needed to my wife. I said, I have to spend this money so that I can be in Pyro, because I have to make a video about it. You got Pyro access randomly, nice. Got on 2 times, yeah. The thing is, I think what I'd say about Pyro is that once I played a bit of Pyro, you realise it's about as the same as, apart from visually it's absolutely stunning and I've done a great job, but in terms of the gameplay there, it's kind of similar to what you have in Stanton now, and because it wasn't like tied to any sort of progress, they're like, obviously it's not. I personally can't I can't bring myself to really play a lot in the PTU unless, apart from testing, because why am I doing anything? And it's the same in Pyro. It wasn't connected to your account or anything like that, so it was a bit like, once I'd done a bit of testing, taken the minimum spec PC and the main system and done a bit of testing, I was a bit like, I don't really want to play it, and in some ways I want to save it for when it actually comes out. But, and yes, as you say, Shay, Pyro was pretty interesting from a player-to-player interaction point of view, shall we say. Let's talk about that for a minute. It was very heavy PvP. I kind of don't mind that. I don't mind that. I mind a bit PvP myself. I don't. What I'm not completely sure about is that everybody's saying, "Oh, Pyro is just a lawless system. Pyro, anything should be able to go," because it isn't really a lawless system. I don't think we're now going into law, aren't we? Which is obviously way outside of the normal remit of the channel. But I don't think Pyro is a lawless system because it's got gangs in it, and gangs aren't lawless. Like, You don't see gangs. I've watched some programs. You must have watched. Who's watched The Wire? You don't just gangs just aren't in. They're not just in like open conflict with each other all of the time. They're not like just. You don't just see people just randomly walking up to another a different gang member and just shooting them. It doesn't happen because that ends up in chaos, and they have to then have sit down meetings. And I mean, I'm talking about theoretical. I've watched The Wire and The Sopranos, so it isn't lawless. It just shouldn't be lawless, and I don't think it will be. I mean, it hasn't got any prison, but the way I imagine that they're actually going to do it, I'm sure this was what will actually happen, is that if you kill, so say I've got good rep with, say I'm a made man for like Rough and Ready, the Rough and Ready gang. If I'm like part of that gang, and you kill me, so let's come up with a random person. Say I'm me, and then we've got Jim, and Jim has killed me. I've got good rep with Rough and Ready. Jim should now have terrible rep with Rough and Ready. He should not be able to access any Rough and Ready station because I'm part of their gang and he's killed me. So he should be, reputation-wise, he should have no reputation or negative rep with them. They, in theory, should send out kill orders on him. So we won't have a bounty hunting system quite like we do in Stanton because there's no law to run a bounty hunting thing. But we should, in theory, have gangs with a kill board. Like, this person has killed our member, so therefore go out and kill them. That is what should happen. And so you should be able to do PvP in Pyro, but there should at least be some consequences. So if Jim kills me, well, he has to deal with the fact that he has lost access to all Rough and Ready settlements and stations, and that is a thing you have to consider. He's still allowed to do it, but if he decides that he actually wants to take that risk, but then other gang members or other people in the server should, in theory, like we get with the bounty hunting system now, they should be able to get a Rough and Ready, put out a bounty for this guy and want him taken out. That kind of is an obvious way for it to work. So yes, rep wasn't in the build, and that sort of, this was obviously quite an early build, but to say that Pyro is lawless, I think is not quite right. And there are laws, but they're gang laws. It's gangland, basically, isn't it? So the laws CIG will have to basically manage the law system through the gangs, and you, in theory, don't. I can see that you could have decent relationships with other gangs other than your main gang, but if you are killing people, the way I look at it is, you should at least think, do I want to kill this person who's in front of me carrying a box? As in, say I've come down to an outpost, got my gun and everything, I'm looking around, there's a player there, and I should be like, do I really want the consequences of killing this player? The thing is, you don't know who's affiliated with what gang. Will they bring in some sort of scanning system so that you can say, oh, you can scan that player, I know that he's got rep with Rough and Ready, I'm going to leave him alone. I don't know how that's going to work, but you should at least have to think for a second, do I just want to kill this player? Because I think completely mindlessly killing every single player you see is not great gameplay. I don't think that's that fun, personally. But anyway, there we go. There's my Pyro rant. I don't know, what do you think? Was anybody in here who's like who just absolutely loved the PvP in Pyro? Did anybody actually get up to some shooting of each other? I mean, I don't have a problem with it, with the fact that it's more PvP heavy, but there's got to be some sort of boundaries around when and why you would do it. I don't think we just want people randomly doing it. Players who try to grief in Pyro will get more aggressively jumped by the other players, I think. I think so. Yeah. Without comms, how will anyone know what you've done? That's a very interesting point. Yeah. I personally didn't get killed. Hang on, the door is going. 1 second. Right, sorry, back. What are you guys saying? Come back to base building. Gang territories might have grey market ghetto comm systems coming. Yeah, that kind of makes sense. You during on day one had several people sorting out groups. Yeah. 100% agree. Didn't get killed myself, but limited sessions. Yeah, spam the chat while I'm going. I'm stalling on 20. Yeah, so you're absolutely right. I am. I don't want to do 2023. I've run up the stairs too quickly there. 2 flights of stairs, not good. Oh dear. Agree. You need boundaries, or at least they've spent 4 years. I think that's the good point, Nathan. I think they've spent so long building, and visually it's amazing. They can't leave it so that so many people just don't want to go there. There at least has to be some sort of. It can be dangerous, but it can't be chaos. Like. Louis, nice. You double check the PSU, no power connect for GPU, so probably just go for the 1650. Yeah. There are a couple of spare SATA connections, but I don't really. No, I wouldn't. That's risky. SATA to PCIe, I think, probably isn't worth the risk. I mean, some people do it, but I don't know. The 1650 will work, but you might, in parts, you might want to consider dropping to 720p potentially. Right. Sorry, I have stalled for so long. Let's do 2023. You can keep chatting about Pyro. Coming back to more tech. Oh, no, let me do 23. I'll come back to that. 2023. Let's add it up. So I got to the Pyro. I spent money on Pyro. Embarrassing. But then this bad boy. The most money I've ever spent in Game in One Go was only 19 days ago. So having back for 10 years, this is why I'm worried. I'm going the wrong direction. I've got myself I used basically. I was talking about the referral ships being like they're just sitting there in my upgrade list, thinking, oh, what should I do with this? I'm not going to use an STV probably. I don't really want a ground vehicle that I'm going to use. What can I do with it? And I decided the best ship that I wanted to spend my money on, it was a Zeus MR, the bounty hunting one. I thought that looks cool, and so I put down the most money that I'd ever put down. I think it looks cool, but it's a lot of money. And then the £19 one, I also had I got a hover quad, and then I thought, oh, the Cutter Scout also looks quite fun. And you bought the concierge skin for it? Yes. Well, I'll talk about that in a minute. Yeah, I did. I am not concierge, but I know some years, and they got me the paint. So yeah, it does look really cool. So then the £90 was the Cutter Scout, because I thought, oh, the Cutter Scout really cool. And having used the C1 here, this might cause I'm afraid it could be a letdown. It may well be. That is a risk with buying ships that don't come in the game, but it could well be a letdown. Who knows? Bought one for a friend, nice. I guess that's kind. I basically, the C1, I tried out in the PTU. If you go back a bit, I have the C1, and then I thought, I don't know. I think it's too. For me personally, I'm not massively into doing cargo type gameplay, but for me, I kind of think it's not big enough to do big scale cargo, but it's too big to be like a little runaround ship. I don't know. It feels too big to be a daily driver for me. So the Cutter Scout was like I think the Cutter Scout as a little thing that you can just run around in was quite nice. So that's up to date. Let's add this all up. And then yes, I did spend money to send. Hello, welcome CV. It's a big ship. The cross section is big on the C1. It was just going like to do missions and trying to land it in around like bunkers and things like that, or outposts. It's just I found I didn't really like the fact that it was as large as it was, but who knows? I'm sure a lot of people would disagree. It looks cool, but I think for me, I found it was too big. So let's add up 2023, and then we'll give away this paint that I've got an extra one on for some reason. So let's go through this. So 2023. Wow, it really is a lot. Okay. £30, 60, £1.20, £9.60. Oh no, that's not worked out. £30.60, add £10.20, add £9.60, add £8.84, add £33.60, add 96, add 19, bang. Oh dear. So, grand total for 2023 is £204. Oh. So the Spirit Sea one can transport ship components, but it's hard to park. Olympia skin is well nice. Yeah, right. That skin is nice. The alien ship is perfect. Run around. So I tried it out the other day. I like the alien ship. I think it's quite fun, but it is going to take a bit of getting used to in terms of the takeoff and everything. It's quite funny, but yeah. Yes. So I've lost my head in 2023, haven't I? Let's be honest. I've lost it, having been so restrained. Oh dear, what have I done there? That'll do. Having been so restrained. So let's total everything out. Totaling everything else up, we'll count that $50 as £50. Mate, keep this easy. The rest of the years combined, I spent. In the 9 previous, is it 9? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh yeah, I suppose, yeah. In the 10 previous years, I spent £176 roughly, and then this year I've blown all of that out the window and spent even more. And yeah, Crying Wolfhound F8C, nice. You're right. It is okay, but it's the trajectory is what I'm worried about. It's heading in the wrong direction. It shouldn't. It should deserve. Yeah, but I know what you say, Louis, but I don't need to buy more ships to do the testing I'm doing. I haven't earned it. I don't deserve it. I don't deserve it, and I'm worried that I basically have got into. Welcome, Misha. I have got into spending in a way that is not sustainable, because the trajectory is just that I can't hit concierge. I won't. I can't. How many? Let's do a poll. Can I do a poll from here? Hang on. How do I do it? Yeah. Let me see if we can do a. Let me see if I can do a poll. Oh. Right. Poll. I like polls. Right. You. Concierge. I can't do it. I can't get to 1,000. I can't. I did have discipline up until 2022. I did have discipline, but this year I don't have this. This is a huge red flag. This is like what you got to remember. I have discipline, but I can't. How can I easily show you this? But at the same time, this channel is all about parts, and these cost more than spaceships. So you got to just remember that yes, the ship discipline was there, but the CPU discipline, this isn't even all of them, and the GPU discipline isn't there. That's not there. The GPU discipline is worse. GPUs are more expensive, but if I combine buying parts with also buying spaceships, we're in big trouble. Oh no. I want that dot back out. I can't. I'm in the rabbit hole, absolutely. I can't do this. It can't continue, because the combo of all of it is. I wouldn't even. I could if we are. Maybe I should do it next time. If I was to combine, if I did money spent on the parts that I spent on the game, that would be problematic. That would be a problem. So no, okay. So quite a few of you are concierge. Okay, fair enough. 38% at the moment. Yeah, what are you guys saying? I mean, the thing is, the PC parts in theory I can keep selling, but my theory was I will basically buy parts and then resell them. But I kind of changed my mind at some point this year with the GPUs, because the GPUs are quite handy to keep around and retest. So what we got hanging around here? Ooh, what's this? Yeah, so this is a 2060. I think having a 2060 to test on the channel is genuinely a handy thing. I normally sell it back on eBay. I normally just kind of I buy things and then I test. Well, this is what I used to do. I would buy things and I would then resell them, mostly on eBay. And it kind of, well, I didn't lose too much money really, but I think with GPUs now, especially as we get towards Squadron 42, I think actually I need to keep hold of some of the GPUs, because for Squadron 42, I need to be able to run testing on basically as many GPUs as possible, I think, and CPUs. But yeah, so this is bad, and I can't maintain that. This needs to be a blip. 2023 needs to be a blip. I need to blame it on CitizenCon and be like, I got hyped up and then I rein myself back in, because I can't keep spending that much money. I need to not spend any more money. At the moment, I've got $85 worth of store credit because I moved some things around. I need to not add any more money to the game now. I need to not. It just needs to not happen. Make you feel better, you just bought the Samsung Odyssey. Nice. Nice. Got the Verpools as well. Lovely. A friend of mine had trouble with his 1660 and I was able to direct him a couple of your videos. Nice. Yeah. Unfortunately, those AMD cards with 8 gigabytes of VRAM just don't really work very well, which is a shame, and hopefully will be fixed one day. But yeah, well, 2024 is going to be a great year. I hope so. This is ship spend. Yeah, this is the ship spend. My history of ship spending. I'm just saying, 2023 is in big trouble. I can't spend any more money in 2024. So this is totaled like $440, and I can't go. I think that's the thing, JS. So I recently started actually playing the game more. So often I just test it, and I'll be doing the runs, and I don't really play the game. But recently, I think it is getting more and more playable, and I've kind of wanted to be able to actually just get in with a ship and not have to faff around, because I think it is handy to just be able to, after a wipe or after something, just be able to just get straight back on with a ship you actually like, rather than having to spend hours and hours making money. I mean, my time goes more to testing than it does to playing. So, but yeah, I kind of was like, well, I think in theory, in my head, this is what happened. The Zeus MR, I was like, it's a 3-person ship. I've got a PC, I've got a screen here that I'm looking at, I've got another screen here that I'm looking at. What I can do is plug in the minimum specs PC to this screen on the right, and I'll have my main system on the left. So I can play on one of these systems, one of my kids can play on the other system, and the other one can play on the PC. This was the fail from earlier. Another one, this is a Christmas present that's coming for them. Another one can play in there, and we can all be having it. We'll be on the MR. It'll be like the Millennium Falcon. It'll be great. But that probably won't happen very often. They'll probably be like, I don't want to play the game. Why would I want to play that? I think they will actually for a bit, but yeah, I can't buy any more. I can't spend any more money. But anyway, there we go. That is the audit, and that's helpful for me to do. And this chill stream was supposed to be about me doing a few jobs. This was just a random thing that I felt like I needed to do, because I was like, I actually don't know how much money I've spent each year, and I don't know where it's going. And we now know 2023 was a bad year. But there we go. Let's do one last thing before I go off. This actually is the depressing bit. having spent 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 months. Oh, it tells me that 10 months just to get access. That's, yeah. Yeah, it is, Commander, it is kind of frustrating, but again, like I said a minute ago, if you combine that with the PC parts needed for all the testing in the channel, we're in trouble. We're in big trouble. Let's see if I can give away this. I've got 2 of these. Two of these things. I don't know why. How are we going to do this? How is the best way to do this? Let's do it. The easiest way to do this, I think, is going to be to do it on Discord. Hang on. When I opened Discord earlier, it went wrong. If you're not on the Discord, it should be in the link below. I will go into the giveaway channel. Yeah, Bucky's there. Don't worry. Right. Let me do a new. Right. Everybody, make sure you're in the Discord. Can I do this? Is this gonna get rid of everybody's information? Oh, I don't know. I'm worried. Let me set it up and then we'll do it. How do I do it? Here we go. Yep, you're all in. Good stuff. Right. What we call it there? Allegiant Paint. Okay. Allegiant Paint. Oh, no, there's an A. Oops. And the description, Allegiant Paint. It's all the same. Right. I'll submit this. You can see this now. I'll submit this in here. Why has something gone wrong? What's wrong with that? Not say all the same stuff. Submit. Okay. I could not convert it. Okay. Dismiss. Try again. This is a fail, isn't it? Hang on. It needs to be. Right, come on. Oh, duration. Right, we'll do 5 minutes because I need to go in a minute. Right, submit. Okay, right, you're all in. You've got to click on. Click on this thing here. Yeah, and then in theory you're entered in. Once you click on that, you're entered in, and then after 5 minutes, well, 4 minutes now, we'll do that, and then I'll message you afterwards. So we'll give away this. We'll gift it because I don't need to. But I did say earlier, I asked somebody who is concierge to get me this paint because I think this one is nice, and I am not the sort of person who ever buys paints, but I did buy that paint. Alright, you guys will come across nice. I think Shade, you're right. They gave the paint to everyone who had a C1 before yesterday. So if you had 2, one personal to give and one to give away, I think that's it. I think I've got 2 because I've got this giveaway one from CRG that is now actually. Did we give away a C1? Yeah, I think that's now Bucky's. And then how do we already have a winner with the bot? We shouldn't have a winner with the bot. And that just tells you how many winners there will be. As in theory, I could have 3 winners and give 3 things away. You got the paint as you war bonded the Spirit Nice. don't worry. Yeah, so this is the paint is the this one is the red one. I think this is what it originally would look like. But yeah, how long we got left? 3 minutes left. So make sure you've only got 10 entries at the moment. Make sure if you're you want to click on the thing. I think it's nicer than the blue. I think, yeah, I do think it looks good. Is that a party popper or flowers? I think it's a party popper, but it could not be. You should be in. If you've clicked it, you should be in. I think if you click it again, it might give you the option to go out. Let me click. I mean, I don't want to win, so let me click. I'll click on it. So now there's 11 entries. If I click on it again, it gives you an option to leave giveaway, which you can dismiss. So have a try. Click on it. If you click on it again, it will give you an option to leave. I should leave because I don't want to win, do I? That would be awkward. Yeah, good luck, everybody. I mean, I'm not really like a giveaway streamer, but I'm not a streamer at all. But we've got an extra one, so I mean, we can have a quick tour of. There's the Shame, the digital CitizenCon pack. I don't know what any of this stuff is, but none of it. I mean, the shotgun is quite nice, but yeah. There's a referral hover quad that is turned into a scout. I recently reworked everything. I bought back my original cheapest game package so I could free up the store credit, so I've got an MR, which is quite helpful because I used the Aurora MR for like testing quantum travel and anything in ships. That's normally the ship I use, which is nice. Got the Gladius for my 10 referrals, which is cool. And then I wonder what the oldest. I don't know if I've got any. I got one chance cube, but not the other one. That's the oldest thing I have. Let's see. You have to admit you enjoy the CCU game more than you should. It is, yeah. I know a lot of people. Right, here we go. We've got my original and veteran backers. Anybody here an original? I'm a veteran backer. I'm not an original. Got myself a repair bot. Where I wonder when we'll see that. Probably not anytime soon, but yeah. Right, 42 seconds left. Countdown has begun. Good odds here. It's only 12. Is that the originals before 2012? Is it? Yeah. Got my hangar fees reward, whatever that means. I've got this. Is this in game? We've got this. Don't feel like have we got that ship? That thing? I don't know. 15 million. A digital 42-page upgrade handbook. Lovely. Right. Oh, 10 seconds left. Here we go. 9. Get hyped for a paint. 3, 2, 1. The winner is. Hang on, what's up in there? Oh. The winner is. Oh, I can't see anybody's name. I can't see the full name. I can see it starts with B. Bishop wins. Hooray! Well, there you go. Discord message me and I'll send you that over. But there you go. Congratulations. I mean, I quite like doing giveaways because I personally am not massively. I don't really care about some of this stuff. I'm not massively into paints, apart from that one paint for the Zeus. But yeah, direct message me, and I'll send you that over, and I'll send over the ship as well for the member giveaway. But there we go. I think I'll end it there because the plan was to just hang out for a bit in the morning, and we have done. I've done one job, no, 2 jobs. We did the member giveaway, and we did the other thing. What was the thing? Yeah, we did the audit, the terrible audit of how much money I spent. There we go. Bad 2023. But thank you very much, everybody. Have a great rest of your day. Or, I mean, you guys are all over the place, aren't you? So some of you are going to bed, some of you eating all that stuff. Have a great day. There will not be. The point of this was that I wanted to do something on a Tuesday because I feel like I have to put something out on a Tuesday, but there won't be a video today because there was the eye tracker one on Saturday. So this is a kind of instead of that video. But yeah. Thank you very much, everybody, for being here, and it's been fun. It's been fun to hang out, and I reckon I'll probably do this again at some point. So yeah, thank you very much. See you all.